Tori talks, baby. Hey guys, so this is a different format too. This one is different though. This is a different style. It's raining outside in London, so I just thought let me sit down in my car and wait for the rain to clear. But this rain is just sprinkling a lot sharply, so I just decided to chill and not come out of my car for a bit. Can you see me? I feel like you can't see me.
Should I sit like this? Should I sit like that? Should I sit like this? I don't know. I've never recorded like this before. I'm sitting in the passenger seat of my car, and I need to record.
So today we're talking about who is your master, who governs what you do, who really is the sole purpose behind what you do, who is the influencer, one of the main influencers of what you do. Now the reason why I'm talking about this is because if you watched my last video, if you haven't, I'm gonna put the card here so you can go and watch that. In my last video, I spoke about not doing things because of other people, like do things for yourself, and do things not because it will impress another person, but do it because it will mostly benefit you or your future generation, or just someone who will truly be grateful and not just another human being. I just felt like I need to expand on that point, but there are a lot of times where I do things and I know that the sole purpose behind doing it is probably because it's impressing someone else. So who is your master? Who is your master? Who is your master? Is it your pastor? Is it your mom and dad? Is it the boy next door?
Is it the left boy in your Twitter timeline? Is it the guy who's always WhatsApping you good morning every day? Is it your man crush Monday? Is it your woman crush Wednesday? Is it the sloth that you always see walking about around the corner from your house? Is it someone you talk to? Is it your best friend? Is it your cash friend? Is it anyone who's willing to listen to you?
Is it music lyrics? Is it Kim Kardashian? Is it Drake? Is it Twitter? Is it Instagram? You know, what is it? Is it your circle of friends? Like, who is it exactly that governs what you do, governs what you believe in, governs the things that you say? Who is your master? Now, for some, you'll say you don't have a master. Be careful. Don't go and dwell in a state of delusion. Everybody has someone who technically governs what they do. Because if it's a bad person, you will be influenced by bad things. And if you wonder, like, I never used to be this way, like, why do I do these things? Start looking around. What governs what you do on a daily basis? What governs the things that you say, the slang that you speak, the things that you believe in, the things that you don't believe in? Like, what governs that? Sorry if I'm looking around, you know, you gotta be a bit cautious, you know. I know it's popular to adopt acting a certain way, doing certain things, but you don't have to. Now, if there's anything Tori Talk stands for, is being a rebel, not doing things because everybody else is doing it. Just because everyone's peeing in a toaster doesn't mean you have to go and join them. Jumping off London Bridge, you don't have to go and do it. Just because everybody is cutting dash in their eyebrow, you don't gotta do that also. I remember there was a period where everyone was doing blonde single plait expressions. I joined them, and that same night my mom made me get a scissors, chop it off, and started losing my hair one by one. The next day I went to school with plain natural hair, and everybody was like, but you say you was doing your hair. The girl that did my hair was in that same school, and she was like, we spent like 7 hours doing that hairstyle, you took it out. And I was like, my mom said I have to take it out, that I'm not leaving the house that way. And since that age I kind of realized that I really don't have to do what everyone else is doing. Like, I need to understand, why am I doing it? How does it help me? What is my sole purpose for doing things, for saying things, for being a certain way? Is it me or is it everyone else? Don't do things for the culture. it doesn't help anyone. It's not even helping you self. What are you benefiting from it? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Who am I? What am I doing? And who is it benefiting? And don't say, oh, we live in a modern day society and that's why I do the things I do. Fam, we live in a modern day society. I'm still listening to music from the 90s because I'm a 90s baby. But yeah, I still listen to music from the 90s. I don't really watch movies as much as everyone else does. I watch TV shows that are weird, but I like it. I watch Nigerian movies. It's one of the main things that taught me the Yoruba that I know today, that everybody respects me for. But when I was watching Yoruba movies, everybody else was watching Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and all sorts. I just didn't really join them to watch it. And I'm telling you guys, sometimes being a rebel will really help your life if you just, do you know what? You have to rebel the right way. That was a good one.
Have to rebel the right way.
Rebel the right way. Don't join everyone to be doing rebel, but you're rebellious against the law, or you're rebellious, don't go and become criminal. Tori Talks did not say you should go and become criminal. Yeah, like sometimes be a rebel against the things that you feel you don't really need. You don't really need to do that. When you're not a silly, when you're not, some next Tom, Dick and Harry. Sorry if your name is Tom, Dick or Harry. It's not anything against you. It's a saying. Chill out. My mom always said, don't look at Uche's eye. Don't look Uche in the eye. Which basically means don't watch the way of the world. Don't watch, who is watching you. Sometimes just do things if they benefit you. If something's best for you, just do it. If everyone's going to a party and you don't feel up to it, don't go. Especially when it's not your friend. Sometimes just chill, If everyone is chilling one Saturday and you know that you need to revise because you've got an exam tomorrow, then do that. It's not bad force. You don't have to join them. Sometimes struggle today because you will enjoy tomorrow. But when you just want to enjoy every single day of your life, when everybody is enjoying the next day, you may not join them. And that's something I learned in a really hard way. I was someone who was always relaxing when everyone was working. And when everyone now began to enjoy, I started having to work harder than the way everyone was working before. And if I had just put in the effort before, I wouldn't have been struggling in the modern day. But some of us like to enjoy all the time. Some of us like to do too much. Some of us like to follow the crowd so much that we get carried away. And that's what I'm really trying to say. Like, don't get carried away with the crowd. Sometimes think with your brain. Think with your, don't say, oh, because my friend is doing it, I'm going to do it too. Some people end up going to the same place as their friend. Their friend will enjoy, the friend will really benefit, and you will end up coming back home and thinking, what did I get out of this? And it's a question you really have to ask yourself. Sometimes you need to reflect. Sit down and reflect is the best way to do better in life and for continuous improvement. Sit down, reflect. How could I have improved? What did I do that didn't need to be done? And something I always try and keep in my heart is, just because I've been enabled to do something doesn't mean I was supposed to participate. Just because I know how to squat down and pee does not mean I can't go and use a toilet. Just because my mouth can say words, it does not mean I have to swear. I used to argue a lot, and immediately when I saw that, it's not really a good thing to fight, I turned down my arguments. I turned down doing things that were uncalled for. I started to think before I acted. I started to think before I did things. And the one thing I don't want you guys to do is to be following the crowd all the time, and then when it all gets messy or you need help, you now remember that you've got God. When you could have been reflecting and thinking, do I really need to go to this event? Do I really need to do this that everyone else is doing? If everybody is looting a store or causing disturbance in a street, shouting on the top of the bus, do you really need to do it? I remember when I was younger, I stole from shops. I stole from shops because my friends did it, so I just wanted to join them. I used to shout at the top of the bus. Everyone else is doing it, why can't I? And what I noticed is, out of everybody else, I'm the one always getting in trouble. Why? Because sometimes you're enabled does not mean that you're meant to be there doing the same thing. Sometimes you're not as lucky, should I say, as other people. You just shouldn't be there. You just shouldn't be the one doing it. If you know you're one of those people who used to talk in class, and out of everybody that's talking, you're the one that got in trouble, don't do it next time. because then there's something about you that is causing the teachers to always be, it's that girl. Once I tell her off, then everyone will know to stop. What you will notice is when you stop and you change and you become quiet, yes, people will assume that something is wrong and maybe you're sad, but other people will also assume that maybe she's just trying to be sensible, focus on our work, get ish done, Start walking in wisdom, start walking in as someone who prepares and knows how things are going to be at the end. Even though you can't know how everything will be at the end, start walking like someone who can already predict the end from the beginning. If I do good, good will happen to me. If I do bad, bad will happen to me. If I do bad, stop thinking that when you do bad things, you're not going to get the consequence. Start thinking like someone who understands that if I do bad things, the consequence at the end is going to be bad. If I do good things, sometimes the consequence isn't always going to be good, but consequence isn't always going to be bad. One of the Bible verses that really speaks to me, that shockingly I've kind of memorized, I think. I'll explain issues with my memory in my next video. But yeah, one of the Bible verses that speak to me a lot is, what to put it in my own words because I can't completely remember it like that. When I was young, I spoke and I understood and I thought as a child. When I grew up, I put the childish things away. I will type it up and I'll put it in because I can't remember it. If you know you're putting in bad and you're getting bad results, reflect. Pause, reflect, and understand what is going on. Don't just keep flowing with the crowd, that this is what the crowd is doing, this is what I'm gonna do. Don't say because everybody's buying a car, you can't afford a car, but you're just gonna buy one. Just don't need to do these things. There's certain things that it's not by force. And try and apply these principles to money, try and apply these to finance, spending, expenses, try and apply it to speaking, your thought process, what you wear, your attitude, how you behave, how you react in situations. It can be applied to everything. If someone comes at you and they tell you they're being real, it's not by force that you have to go and slap them in the face. That's what I used to do, and it always just end up in a fight. And when my mom would ask me, how did you end up in the fight? I'd literally look at her and I'd be like, I don't know, people are always trying to start with me. And it was because I wasn't pausing and reflecting. Sometimes you have to have that Selah moment. That Selah. Pause and reflect. Pause and think. Pause and meditate and understand that, let me try and understand what just happened here because that was a mess. Don't just be going where everyone goes, doing what everyone does. Are you the water? Only the water in the sea is pushed by the wind and does not have any control over what it does. So practicing self-control, practicing restraint is all about understanding your trigger points, understanding what causes me to act out of the ordinary, to do things that are not expected. But anyways, guys, I hope I've said enough. The sun has disappeared and lighting is going down, so I'm gonna also go with it. I think the rain has stopped. We thank God. Anyways, peace. Tori Talks here. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting so far, and I'm trying to get a bit more consistent. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you are now waiting for. After how many videos, I don't know how many things I will have to do before you understand that I'm trying. If you are always watching it and you're like, your previous video, I did not see it, maybe because you did not subscribe or you did not click the bell, which can be notifying you of videos that is coming. Click the bell, maybe it will notify you, and then also follow me on my socials. I'll put them in the description box below so you can keep up to me on a daily basis and understand how I live and all the stuff that I do. Don't worship me, I'm not Jesus Christ, all of that. Peace.